Yo, what's going on, guys? So it is Clutch again, back with another video for you guys, okay? So it is going to be a 4-2-2 tactics video. These are the tactics I'm going to be running into Weekend League with. I'm quite looking forward to using them. I think they're pretty good. 4-2-2 is a formation that is obviously a very, very good formation, something that I've used quite a lot this year, something that quite a lot of people have. A lot of people have been enjoying it, so yeah. Let me know if you do enjoy the video. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see in the future. I would really appreciate any feedback. And drop a sub if you haven't already. We are uploading every single day. Alright, boys. So, we're going to get straight into it. So, the 4-2-2. So, our defensive style is press after possession loss. For me, playing the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-2, press after possession loss is the best tactic in the game to use. I find it really effective in terms of getting after the ball, pressing our opponents, and just making sure our opponents cannot get out of their own box. We are really trying to win that ball back, trying to pile on as much pressure as possible and win these games, okay, boys? Our width is on 40. Now, I do play a slightly narrower width in these formations, just purely because I like my players to be a bit more involved. Having a wide option can be very, very good, but also I like to have players involved in the build-up, making runs, playing 1-2s, using skill move, things like that. So I play a narrower width. Now, obviously, this is just the defensive one, but I find that if my defensive width is much higher than my attacking, it kind of throws off the whole formation of the team. So that's why I do have it lower than my attacking width. And obviously, I have my attacking width lower. So it kind of really makes sense. Only drawback is that people do like to attack down the wings. People do obviously do a lot of cutbacks this year, so you do have to be wary of that. But, you know, you just got to keep an eye on it. Make sure you can defend with it. If you are struggling, and maybe, listen, attacking width might be better for you, then you can knock both those scrolls up, maybe move them up a little bit, and maybe it'll work better for you personally. Now, the depth I do have on 72. Now, this is for the auto-triggered offside traps. Do find them very, very useful. Find that they are very, very good in terms of trying to keep your team up the pitch and trying to win the ball back. Now, obviously, again, there are negatives to it. Obviously, there can be balls over the top, but I generally find you catch people off way more than the goals that it kind of can lead to because of it. So I think the risk to reward ratio is far better for using it than not, okay, guys? Now, the build-up play is unbalanced. Now, there are arguments for fast build-up if you are really trying to fly at people. For me, I like to have a bit more of a constructive attack. As much as I do like to play quick, I find fast build-up can lead to a lot of players being out of position and not necessarily sticking to their formation. I'm a person that doesn't use the mini-map a lot, and probably not as much as I should, but that does mean that I rely on a lot on the way my team are set up and knowing where players are, alright? So that's why I use balance compared to fast build-up. Chance creation is obviously direct passing. Like I said, it's just for the runs. They make your strikers make such good runs because of the high attacking positioning, and your players just naturally just find those gaps and find those passes with direct passing. I think it's a very, very good tactic. I think it's definitely one for you guys to be using. Like I said, my attacking width is narrow. It is 45, and again, as I previously explained, that is purely just because I like my players to be more involved in the attack. So that is why it is on 45. I have players in the box on 5. I may have had. You can have it on 6 if you're trying to be slightly more aggressive and slightly more attacking. But I do find it can be a bit too much if you have too many players committing too far forward. So that is why I do have them just on 5. If you want to use 6, completely up to you. But for me, I do have them on 5. We do have our corners on 2. Now that is just to be a bit wary of the counter attacks. Obviously, in the past there were the corner glitches, but due to the recent patches, obviously EA have taken that out. So I've just got it on 2 now, just to be a slightly bit more defensive and a bit more wary of being counter-attacked from corners. And then we've got free kicks on the standard 1, really. Obviously, this is how we've set the team up. Neymar and Mbappe up front, Kjellin, Lundberg as the wide cannons, Paqueta, Blanc as our CDMs, obviously Maldini, Carvalho as our centre-backs, and Cancelo and Lam as our full-backs with Casillas in goal. So, you know, a good balance to the team. I enjoy it. Now, with both of our strikers, we do absolutely nothing. Alright? Right, I don't know why I've done the accent, but still. Yeah, so we don't change them. We don't put them on getting behind. It's just because I generally find with these formations that your strikers end up being quite heavily involved in a lot of the build-up. Now, obviously, it does mean that they make slightly less runs, but you have the option to trigger that with L1 or I guess it'll be LB on Xbox. So you can trigger those runs if you're finding that you're struggling with them. I do have both of my cams on getting to the box across. Now, I would make a strong argument to have both of them on come back on defence if you're trying to be slightly more defensive, because as I said, people are liking to attack more and more down the wings, so they can definitely help a lot defensively if you are struggling. So that's the only change you could make if you wanted to. I do have both of my CDMs on stay back while attacking cover centre. Nothing too out of the ordinary, something pretty standard, I would say. It is purely just to protect that defence, because like I said, we're being pretty attacking in general, so we want to have two players sitting back protecting that back two, just because I feel like it adds a lot more balance to the team. I feel like if I left one of them even on attacking, I feel like one side of the team would be way weaker than the other, so I do have both of them on stay back while attacking and cover centre. I have both of my fullbacks on stay back while attacking, but I do also have both on overlap. So that obviously means when we are attacking, we're going forward, our fullbacks will come around the back of the centre midfielders or those wingers, just to add an extra attacking option when we're attacking. And that is also part of the reason why you could have those wide cams on come back on defence, just because if those fullbacks are pushing up the pitch, you may find yourself a bit isolated, and like those fullbacks can get caught up the pitch sometimes. So again, something to be wary of if you're not already. And then both of the centre backs on stay back while attacking, and we haven't changed anything on the keeper. Like I said, guys, if you did appreciate this video and you enjoyed it, drop a comment, drop a like. I'd really appreciate if you subbed. We're really trying to grind out YouTube. I've been uploading every single day. I'd really appreciate all the support. It's good to see you guys, and I'll be back next time. Peace.